Hi guys, this is going to be a super quick video on the Razor Leaf upgrade for lore friendly and early game. It's going to be insanely powerful. It's going to have 2000 cargo. It's going to be able to shred. I have tried multiple designs to get it to look really pretty. I've tried expanding it. I've tried making it smaller. I've tried giving it a V thing so you could fit workshops and all that on it. And at the end of the day, the best lore-friendly thing is, since the Mantis has his own mega base, like a bat cave, is he doesn't need all those things on his ship. His ship is purely for combat. So what I've done is I've added the back section to be cargo, the middle section onto the cockpit to be for the crew, because we are working for Constellation. It makes sense that if we got the ship off him, we would have a passageway to the middle. And just some aesthetics to make it lore friendly with how the Mantis ship would look. So we haven't changed the cockpit. We've kept the brand the same. A lot of things have stayed the same. A few things have been upgraded. The only things that we deliberately did not upgrade is the shields, and I'll show you why in a minute. But just giving you an exterior look at it before we go into the edit menu. It's slightly longer. It's got the landing bays and pads, which you can take off. You don't need the extra boosters or anything like that, but I've kept them on for the aesthetic look, and they just look so amazing. The cargo spaces go on the sides. We have a lot of extra lasers. The back mount, and that's basically what it looks like. I'll give you a quick tour on the inside. So you still exit from the back because it is an attack ship, it's a pirate ship. We've got our first compartment, the captain's quarters, because it just looks so pretty. After time, more things get added to it. You've got more crew that you can fit in there. And then we move on to the living quarters, which will look a lot homey. I've done this because we can have a storage crate, which means if you do want to have a workshop and things like that upstairs, you can knock yourself out. Lore-wise, he's got a workshop in his back cave. You've got outposts. You wouldn't have that on the ship, realistically. You can cook. We have a cooking area here, the galley that lets you cook, and then we've got the cockpit with no changes to that. Upstairs is going to be similar. All we have running is a armory and inferno, because we are a combat vessel, we fight. So we've got our guns and stuff here. You can get the armory with the mannequins, but that doesn't work because the mannequins face away from the ladder. Unless you had your ladder near the cockpit facing the other way, you would never be able to walk in seeing the mannequins, and that is a pain in the butt and just not worth it, to be honest. The blue aesthetic, once you come up the ladder where the weapons are straight away, so like grab it, jump down straight away, more aesthetic, more realistic. And then obviously the infirmary is right next to it, where you've got your lab, you've got your pharmaceutical and a research lab. And it's that simple of the design. So I'll break it down for you just so you can have a look at what it looks like. I'll also show you a front image of what it looked like before I show you the after. I'm obviously playing like I'm the Mantis because it is amazing. No matter what you do, you could delete the entire ship from scratch, and you'll still have people calling it the Mantis in space fights. The only downside at all is early game. If you don't modify the ship, pirates will get scared of you and can run away. But with these lasers, which cost under, I think, 70 or 80k, and I got them early on with like 30 hours in the game, not even orientating on ships and stuff, you can lock on and destroy them before anything even happens.
Hey, what can I do for you?
So we're going to go to view and modify our ships. I'm going to give you a quick peek at what it used to look like. So where the red thing on the left is, we get rid of the missiles. The white line on the right is a reactor, which we upgrade. And the white line on the top pointing to the shield generator is the only thing that we didn't change. Alright, so we're going to go to B for shipbuilder. And this is what it looks like. It is long. It is pretty impressive. I'm going to take it apart for you real quick. The cockpit stays the same. All the weapons on this ship get removed except for these two. You want to have a BP-30 electron beam sitting on this wing, one sitting on your cockpit, and one sitting on the other wing. You want to upgrade your reactor to the 134mm Tordal reactor, where the old reactor was. And then you want to put 2 disruptor 3300A auto electron beams just on top of that mount as well. Landing gears, I've added an extra set at the back. This was already there. These 2 were already there. Apparently you can delete these and these are White Dwarf engines, but I keep them on. Then we've got V102 cargo holds together, and then a ballast cargo hold because these won't fit so close to the engine. On the back here we have PB030 auto electron beams as well, and these are the 330s as well. Now on the back here we have also added the Alpha Grav drive and an upgrade. Originally we only had an armory on the top layer and then a captain's quarters, and then we went straight to the cockpit. I've added, if I take that off you'll be able to see the armory is on the top, followed by the infirmary. You can swap that around if you want, it doesn't have to be in that order. You got a lot of good brands you can choose from. I'm going with Demios lore wise. Captain's quarters, followed by the living habitat, I believe it's called. Yeah, living quarters. It is all black, which makes it a little bit more difficult to see. The top connections we have is we've kept the Demios cowling, and we've added the Demos wings, a Demos spine, a Demos B spine, and then an A, and we've just flipped them and rotated them so they fit nicely. The shield, obviously, you can change and upgrade if you'd like. I just don't like the look of that, or the look of that, since it's only available up to the side. Everything else is B and C rank, which, lore friendly, this is A-class ship, there's no point in doing that. Basically, once you have the P30 electron beams on both wings and the sides, and then your disruptor beams, you are very, very good to go. There's not much that can stop you from absolutely shredding everything. It originally comes with the shielded cargo hold. We haven't changed that at all. Literally all we've done is we've taken the ship apart and we've added 2 extra bays to the back, which is the armory, the infirmary on that side, and then the captain's quarters and living quarters extension. Once we've done that, we've added the grav drive, pasted it back together. The grav drive connects to 2 hull pieces, Demios A hulls, which go to the cowling. That's basically very simple. We haven't done anything else. As you can see, we have 2,110 cargo. Fuel is great, weapons is great, DPS is great, and the mass is sitting at 999 perfectly. Now I'm going to show you what this looks like in combat if I can. Again, that's the outside look of it. It's all black, it's all pretty. It looks pretty amazing. Later on in the game, I do suggest getting better auto plasma guns from the quest lines. Auto turrets are getting fixed very soon, I've heard rumors of. So particle beams, all that stuff, if you put points into auto, you can do all that. It's going to be amazing. So I'm just going to quickly showcase the power of the weapons. So we're going to go and get into a fight on purpose so you can see how powerful it is. I'm level 20, by the way. I'm not that much of a high level. And all these beams, all these lasers cost under 70k basically. Alright, we're about to go into a fight. So we're going to have all our points putting into our weapons with 1 in our maneuverability. So we're going to take all this out. There we go, now watch this. We move pretty quickly, we're pretty agile in space. And if we hold down G, look at that shredding.
Take him down.
That's it. Half that missed. Left click, right click, G. And all 3 at once. You will waste absolutely anyone. This is what it looks like on the outside. It pilots really well. I don't see anything wrong with this. Obviously, I normally put more points into that one actually, but it's alright. Yeah, I do suggest if you are going to use this build and you do want to have a cool lore-like ship, You'll want to go into targeting control systems, energy systems, and eventually starship design. All these other things are really cool as well, but once you get the starship design, you can use better class ships and eventually automated weapon systems. But until then, while you're leveling up and you're just having fun collecting bounties, I do recommend this build. Lore friendly, it's bulky, it looks like a space tank, but it looks like it can fight. Yeah. It's a beast, I love it. I have tried different designs, expanding outwards, expanding back. Nothing looks or feels the same, especially in a fight or in orbit. And I just feel like this is probably the nicest design. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you need a better breakdown, let me know. I can do a bit-by-bit build guide. Otherwise, it's pretty simple. Everything gets stripped. You add 2x2 layers down there. Fill the top. Add the wings. Add the additional structures on the top. And basically just have fun with it. Hope you enjoyed. Catch you guys later.